Hello, punching tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 1 Dawn of Souls for the Game Boy Advance, the GBA. With me, BlueAnkylo, we are continuing our solo character challenge runs. This is episode 2 of Black Belt. First episode, we zipped through the Garland fight, got stuck at the pirates for a minute, and then killed them fairly soundly. Then we held it over down to Elfland and got some levels up. So we did our grinding last episode. And theoretically, at level 18, we'll be strong enough to deal with the Marsh Cave and Astos. Certainly, I feel like it would be possible to do it at a lower level if you wanted to risk dying or have to save and reload more often. But, you know, I felt comfortable grinding to where we grinded. This is just going to be, I figured, like, you know, for episode 1, assuming you guys showed up for episode 2 and you didn't get scared off, it's just, the name of the Black Belt is there's going to be a fair bit of grinding with not a lot going on, because that's all he can do. And I know I explained it a bit last episode, but I don't have a lot of options here for how to get stronger, so other characters have choices to level up or push through a difficult dungeon to get some interesting loot or new spells. The Black Belt, there's no real point going low level because your main focus is getting those level ups. So that's what we'll do. Running away is not very helpful for level ups, so we'll do a lot of punching things, and we'll do it on super speed to at least save some sanity. Now, I've been hoping that at some point our defense stat goes up a bit. 10 points is a little low. I mean, it's more than the mages, but, well, more than the white or black mages. But the white mage has blink, and the black mage has fire 2 and ice 2. So, compared to them, we don't have that kind of firepower. And the red mage got to wear iron armor anyway, so he had way more defense than us. I guess it's kind of like the thief. The thief was pretty weak for this dungeon. So on one side, I made lots of money, so we've got lots of healing potions. So we might as well get into fights and barely survive them, but then heal up, because at least you get the experience. Also, we already had the running away music. We had that last episode. Let's get something new music in the background. Alright, so, working our way through the Marsh Cave. Good news is still no encounters with enemies that you cannot run away from, or will stun lock us. Grey oozes are kind of free XP, aren't they? For a black belt, I think. Yeah, totally good experience there. Did we get any good stats? Hey, we got +1 defense. Hey, it's better than nothing. Alright, well, the good news is we made it all the way to the boss fight without any real trouble. The problem is I have to save it here because I think if we get a group of 4 or 5, there's no way to win. If we get a group of 2, we're fine, but there's no guarantees. 3 is on the border, I'm not sure. Doesn't look good, though. So yeah, 3 is probably too many. We're gonna need a group of 2, please. I did not even kill one in a single attack. That's a scary thing. Now, their party size is randomized. I am pretty sure that we should do enough damage on average to kill them in a single blow. Come on, Black Belt. Okay, here it is. This is our chance. Alright, we got this. No problem. Look at that. Only took out half my HP. So yeah, I'm sure you can come in at a slightly lower level and you'll be fine eventually. But level 18, 17, 8, I think 17 was probably my target. At level 17, you get your 3 attacks, or, well, 6 attacks, technically. And that's probably good. Hey, good! Remember when I was talking about red and black mages and how they didn't seem to get stun locked very often? But the fighter and the black belt and the thief, every time they get hit by a monster that has stun, they get killed? Yeah. That's another point in favor of that theory. So far, so good. Alright, take the experience, thank you. So we've had a few wizard deaths and 1 stunlock death so far. If you are new to the series, of course, if you've jumped right to Black Belt and skipped the other ones, I try not to use a whole lot of saves mid-dungeon, just because the NES version did not have that ability, and I feel like it's kind of cheap. So I try to win them without doing a save every 5 steps, which would certainly make the dungeons easier, but I am not comfortable with it. Until I have eventually died 100 times, and then I no longer care. But at first, you know, I try to do it kind of like in honor of the NES version. I wonder if we can punch these hard enough to break their ridiculous high defense. The answer is probably not. Hey, a critical Gert works. I'm just killing them for fun. Normally, they're a waste of time. They don't even give you good experience, and you basically need magic to kill them easily. So, anyway. There! Marsh Cave done! We only really had one bad stun lock. We avoided really all of the bad fights with the wights and the ghouls and stuff that have a lot of stun lock and definitely would have killed us. We only had the one crawl that actually posed a threat, so... Thanks to a little save, we're good. As long as we stay on the right of this edge, we don't really fight Geists on the world map on this area, so... So we should be good. Well, who wants to take bets on how many times we'll have to die and reload to get past the next boss? Or this one random encounter with wolves? Heal up. Alright, so Western Keep, Astos' domain. Now that we have the... I did pick up the crown, right? Tell me yeah. We had a little freak out there that I forgot to open the chest after I killed the wizards. Alright. Fight number 1. Let's do this. Mwahaha. I'm gonna kill you. Blah, blah, blah. Die. So, no strategy other than punch. And we're off. 1 death. Good start. And... Alright, we did some damage. Did some more damage. I think 3 hits will kill him. 3 or 4 hits. Hey, he hasn't cast any magic on us. Guess who's dead? Ah, it was pretty easy. I've had much worse Astos fights. Remember the NES thief. Always remember the NES thief. Okay, well, as usual, I think we'll find black belts do just fine 1v1 most of the time. 1v1 is their specialty. Also, the fact that the second fight Astos didn't use any magic, like the spell that would instantly kill us, or slow us, which makes us completely useless, you know, that helps, right? Alright, we're gonna punch all the wolves today. Boring, but it's gotta be done. Now, stay away, wolves. Hopefully, me killing your pack leader will teach you to stay away. Another level up, that puts us at 21. Still no big defense jumps. I suppose we'll probably end up with a silver armlet, because that'll give us a bit more defense for a while. So we'll actually put some... Well, not really clothes. We'll put a ring on it, at least. But yeah, we're crushing the normal encounters now. The big threat is ambushes and stun lock, of course. Like it always is. Unfortunately, the red mages seem to be rather protected from stun lock. Black Belt's going to be a lot more like Fighter and Thief, where if your enemy can stun or stone or insta-kill you, they probably will. Oh good, some more wolves. My favorite fight. The theme of the Black Belt run has been stuck in fights with wolves. Dances with wolves? No. Flees from wolves. Alright, so you know we start our fetch quest. Got the crown, turned it in for a crystal, turned it in for a potion, and we'll go finish it by... Well, we'll turn it into a mystic key, which at least is kind of good, and then we'll turn that in for some explosives. The best final reward is explosives. Alright, making short work of everything here. It's been a pretty good episode for not getting murdered until this exact second. I'm not sure if you can run from this fight, so I'm just gonna win it. Because I think you can run from it, but Sahagins are pretty fast, and they seem to block escape more reliably than a lot of other enemies. I mean, I like to kill sharks, so nothing wrong with that. Alright, let's heal up and save and all that. While Kefka looms over us all. Okay, wolves, I guess you want to die. Look at us doing over 200 damage. We are still a fair number of levels away from 8 attacks per round. But our strength and damage is getting high enough that we're crushing these enemies pretty effectively. That is the name of the game when you're a monk. It's really more the survivability that's the problem. Your damage is always nearly top tier. Other than certain breakpoints where a knight with a good weapon beats you out for a few levels. Okay, so we got the Mystic Key. Honestly, picking up money and treasure and loot is almost worthless, but I'll get the easy stuff so we can sell it so we can buy more high potions, basically. Alright, so with that, let's go to Cornelia Castle, as they like to call it. And pick up our explosives. Sadly locked for generations, unable to obtain their own castle treasury. Alright, the Nitro / TNT is obtained. Next up is back to the Dwarf Cave, I suppose. I could end up running into an encounter that kills us, so let's be smart. And we're home. Alright, so let's grab some loot that we'll probably just sell. All we really want to pick up, I guess, for money is the Worm Slayer, because it's the only thing that really sells for a lot. But I always end up being like, well, I should probably buy everything, or I should probably pick up everything just for completion's sake. Alright, thanks, dwarf friend. Scottish dwarf blows up the canal for the second last time that we'll need to see that. Can't believe this is run number 5 already. These are going pretty quick. My super speed strats are definitely keeping this under the 50-hour mark, which is kind of the target. You know, Let's Plays, I don't know, I mean, they seem to, like most series, they tend to do really well for the first few episodes, and then people's interest wanes, or they forget about it, or something else catches their interest, so they always do the best on episodes 1 and 2 kind of thing. So having nice short episodes is good for that, if you care. Alright, Melmond. There's literally nothing for us. Well, no, I lied. It's not literally nothing. It's just one little thing. So the silver armlet, we may as well pick it up. It's an upgrade. The armlet is 15. So what you can learn from that is our body armor naturally has a defense of 8. So 7. And then our helmet, shield, and glove slots are filling in the rest of the 11. The math is kind of fuzzy when you're dealing with Dawn of Souls black belt armor. It was so much easier to calculate in the original. So before we go to the Earth Cave, I think it's worth a trip to Melmond, or sorry, Crescent Lake. Although we don't get any weapons or spells out of it, high potions are definitely going to help. So I will make the trip for specifically the high potions, although I don't have tons of money. We also might be strong enough to punch things to death over here by now, which would be great for experience as well. Not that group. That's the worst group around for the black belt. Oh, actually, I do have lots of money. I can sell my stuff. I got money. Money for days. That was a very easy walk to the town, though. Wow. One encounter, and we managed to escape. Alright, so we're going to sell all the junky stuff. Honestly, cottages and stuff when you don't have access to magic is kind of worthless. And the black belt is the only character in the game that has basically zero value from ethers. They will never, ever be able to cast magic. So, that's one thing. Oh yeah, I also want to buy. So we did have enough money for 99 high potions and 99 normal potions. That's pretty much all that matters, right? Alright, as much as I like this song, it doesn't go with my voice very well. I don't think I can accompany the opera theme while I'm Let's Playing here. The Phantom Train will do just fine. You know, you can fight the Phantom Train in one of the optional dungeons. I wish you luck if you tackle him. Especially solo. Alright, so what are we going to do? What do you think? Couple level ups, maybe? Like, I'm sure we could kill the vampire, but I'm not sure we could kill the lich at our current level. And I'm just curious... Yeah, we can one-shot trolls. I think what I might want to aim for is... whatever level takes us to... 96 accuracy. Because at that point, we would be able to get 8 attacks per round. Like, this would be great, but I don't think we'll be able to survive it. Yeah, we're not strong enough to one-shot them. And even if we could, they'd probably still have killed us. So, not necessarily a great grinding spot, but I kind of need the levels, and the experience here is a lot better. And maybe just a couple more level ups, we'll be able to one-shot the trolls and the bulls and the giants. Like, once we can one-shot all the big enemies, this will be a pretty good leveling up area. 169 damage. They've got like 200 and a little bit, right? So we're just gonna do a little bit more grinding. The Onkegs must have better physical evasion or defense or something. Hey, we're playing with Duncan. It was Sabin who had all the fun on the Phantom Train, so maybe they can chat about it later. Alright, I'll try to win a Scorpion-Snake battle. I'm not really a fan of these fights. Nope. Could have gone first. We had a chance. Ugh. Also on the Phantom Train was a dead Owain. Isn't that perfect? Alright, we took too much damage there. I'm just going to reset it. Hey, this is the fight I was looking for. 1 or 2 of these is pretty good money. Alright. How much are we going to need here? Like, we need 10 more accuracy. I bet you that's like 3 level ups. And we're almost got 1. So actually, let's do a little bit of math here, or a little bit of numbers. 86 accuracy. And get a level up, maybe. Nope, we could not even kill a single Onkeg. That's pathetic. Alright, this is better. And lots of HP and strength and stuff. So we went from 86 to 96. So if we need to get... Or sorry, we went from 86 to 89. That was 3 out of 10. So if we always get 3 accuracy, it will take 3 more levels, which sucks. But maybe we'll get plus 4 accuracy on one of those. I don't know. Stay in high spirits. The dwarves got you back. Lally ho, as they say. Alright, we'll get a couple more level ups. Why not? Hey, this is a good fight if we can survive. Got a preemptive strike, so we killed one immediately. I think we got this. Oh, no! I was unable to one-shot a troll, and I suffered for it. Alright, 2 Hill Gyguses. What do you think? Totally got this. Most experience per fight thus far, perhaps. How much are we talking about between levels here, anyway? Not bad. If we get the right encounters, we'll get a level up every, like, 2 or 3 fights. This is not the right encounter, so, yeah. Okay, I get it. You want to give me fights I can't win. That's fun. Should be okay. In theory. Not a great statistical. That's another plus 3, so it's looking like 2 more, probably. And the XP, it keeps taking more, so now we're up to 4,000. So we probably need, like, maybe 9 or 10,000 more experience to get my 2 level ups for my extra attack. That's not going to take that long. And we'll continue to do more damage as we get those levels, so... You know, whenever I find a battle that's just, like, you're going to lose HP for nothing, I'll just reset it. Should be okay. We're not quite dealing enough damage to kill these guys in 1 hit, but we're getting closer. We'll get a level up next fight, and then it's just 1 to go. Yeah, this is an acceptable amount of grinding. I can handle that. It's a little bit boring for a little while, but I mean, it's the black belt. We got to do a little bit of grinding every episode. Holy smokes. All right, thanks. We got a chance. It's too bad it was an ambush. If it wasn't for the ambush, we probably could have won that. Alright. So 1 more level up, right? Oh, that actually got me there. We must have had a bonus accuracy level up where they got 4 instead of 3. So that actually saves us a little bit of time. Cool. Also, every so often as you're doing grinding, you should probably double check your armlet, because it's going to have less and less value as you level up. Last time it gave us like 8 defense, now it's giving us 6 because our base is up to 15. So that's something to keep in mind if you're playing along and you want to optimize. We've also got a bunch of money that I don't need for anything. Alright, so let's get out of here. Time to go kill us a vampire. And yeah, we could have killed him earlier, certainly. But this will just make things a little bit smoother. Look at that. Now we're doing like 300 damage plus. At least 250, which is enough to kill pretty much anything in this area, I think, in one attack. So now you could actually level grind even faster. But I think we're okay now. I don't know how high of a level we'll need to be to kill the Lich. We'll need to do 1,000, 1,200 damage, and it'll have better defense than these schmucks. And it'll hit a lot harder. And then we'll get status locked and we'll be dead anyway. That'll be fun. But we should be able to take out the vampire pretty easily at this level. This is probably over-leveled for the vampire, but possibly under-leveled for the Lich. Come on, go first. You never go first when you're supposed to go first. It's good leveling up music. Airship from Final Fantasy V, right? Good cruising around the map, killing stuff. Some music fits better than others, right? Okay. Level 27, we keep getting level ups. In fact, it might even be worth it once you get to that magic 8 attack multiplier thing. It might even be worth it to hang out on the first floor of the Earth Cave killing some giants. Maybe. Haven't really done a lot of grinding in that area in this solo challenge run yet, so I'm not sure if it's the best choice. I'll have a quick look at it just to see how I feel about it. The Hyenodons, they can drop like a stat upper, can't they? It's probably a pretty low chance, but I'm pretty sure I remember saying something about that. Alright, so let's at least spend like a little tiny bit of time killing some giants quickly for... I mean, you get levels up so fast. I don't know. I don't know how strong we're going to need to be to kill the Lich. The Lich scares me. As it should. The Lich is one of the biggest bottlenecks on these solo challenges in Dawn of Souls, no doubt about it. And to be honest, I'm also very worried about stun lock death on floor 3, which is where we'll probably meet our demise. So maybe a couple levels up might help on that a little bit. Maybe. So yeah, if we can always one-shot the giants, we'll basically average somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500 experience per fight. And it's pretty safe. This is the most dangerous group. And again, 2 rounds to kill the giants. Unless we got an ambush on this, we're probably fine. We're still looking at like only a few fights per level up, as sick as that is. So I guess I'll go for level 30. I'm pretty sure the knight and the thief had to get to like level 32 before they could actually fight the the warrior and the thief at the time. I'm pretty sure they had to get to level 33, 34 kind of range to really have a good chance at the Lich. Now, the black belt probably hits a bit harder in terms of actual damage output, but he won't have access to the Rune Blade, which has bonus damage or anything like that. We're a fair ways away from that 10th attack per round. So what was it? 32, 64, 96. So 128. That's quite a few levels off. We're not going to go for that unless we're really struggling. But we'll get level 30 at least. Which is... Oh, I got level 30. Whatever. Good enough. I must have got it on super speed mode and not even noticed. Okay, so a little bit more level grinding, I know. But it's just going to make my life a little bit easier. Alright, so let's go try to deal with the vampire today before the episode's over. You know, if we can do a little bit of grinding and a little bit of progress every episode, that is going to have to do it. Because that's the best you're going to get out of Black Belt. You punch things, and then you try to beat a dungeon. And then you punch them some more. And if you're lucky, you beat another dungeon. And if you don't, you go back and punch things until you're 5 levels higher. Sorry, but there's not much other strategy we can talk about. These guys will be a little bit... Well, Looks like our defense has grown enough that gargoyles aren't too much problem. Yeah, the first 2 floors, there's not much they can do anything to you. I suppose if you run into a random earth elemental, they will probably hit pretty hard. But I'm not sure if they're in the random encounter pool until you get to the bottom floor anyway. They're in, like, set tiles, of course, but this is fun. Yeah, our ability to escape, not very high. And that's going to be a real problem on the next floor. Not being able to run away is going to actually kill us. Alright, so I'm not masochistic enough to not save on floor 3, but I will try to get away with only saving at the beginning of it and at the boss. But we'll see what happens. So remember, Red Wizard, or Red Mage, Black Mage, they had a really easy time on this floor. Fighter, I have bad memories about, and Thief, I have even worse memories about. So we'll see what happens here with the Black Belt. Maybe he'll get lucky. Maybe we'll only fight ogres and I'll be laughing all the way. Ha ha ha. Ah, there it is. And stunned on the 3rd hit. And we'll never get to move again. Yep. Remember when we were playing as the mages and whether or not you had fire too, it didn't matter because the enemies couldn't stun you for some reason. It's a boring fight. Nothing to look at there. So this is attempt number 2. Ah, we're dead. Alright. It's fine, just reset at that point. There's no way you ever survive it. Yeah, we never got ambushed and stunlocked when we're playing as a red or a black mage. Funny. This one we can survive. Not by a whole lot. If we find a large group of wizards, we're probably also dead. No running from wizards, or whatever they're called. I refuse to learn their goofy name. Maybe safer to punch them than to run, but anytime you're fighting those, instant death is just knocking on the door. This is fine. It's not like the place is on fire. This is fine. Oh, Blue, they say. Catch up with your memes. Your memes are from 5 years ago. So old. Out of date. Out of touch. Alright, made it all the way to the vampire. Let's see if we can kill him first shot. We only had to reset twice. Oh, good. He starts with hold, and we're paralyzed, and we're dead. No, we got our turn back, and paralyzed, stunned, and we never got an action. So basically, we never got to do a single action against the vampire. Even if you had Firaga, again, not even a single action against the birds. See, that's my thing. The mages never had the problem of instantly getting paralyzed or turned to stone. They always got a couple turns. And yes, they got more done with their turns because they could kill the whole group instantly. But, like, I didn't get a single action here. I'm just dead before I get to move. There's got to be something to it. The magic resistance is... And the luck! Like, the encounter rate for impossible fights for the fighters classes have been so much worse than the mages. Like, I think I ran through this area with the red mage and I didn't even see one of those big groups of whites. And then we run into wizards, which are an impossible fight, pretty much. I may have been able to use a couple of high potions and escape or something. Well, not escape, but, you know, survive. I just didn't feel like it was worth it. Once you see a fight that you can't really win, you might as well just reset the game. Well, it took 2 tries to get to the vampire once. How many times are you going to take the second vampire trip? We've probably already died at least 3. We just need good enemy formations so that we can make it all the way without ever seeing the stun lockers. I hate the wolves again because now they poison me and make me waste time menuing. Can't run, and they waste my time. Oh, come on, bat. Alright, this time you die. This time you die. Alright, so seeing as we got to the vampire again, last time we got here it was impossible. We didn't even get a single action. So we'll save before the vampire fight because clearly sometimes he cheats. And I'm not going to redo the entire floor every time for that. So yeah, that was an on-hit paralyze rather than a hold paralyze. Hey, we got 1 hit in. 2 hits in, we're good. Really not that hard to win, it's just you have to get a couple attacks and then you're okay. Alright. Get my ruby. And I think just in the purposes of saving time, I'm going to save again. Because I expect we're going to get a battle that we can't survive soon. And I value your time. I'm doing this for you guys. So you don't have to watch me do the same floor for 5 whole episodes. And like I was saying before, I feel like in the NES version... Oops, I did not mean to do that. I was just automatic there. Sorry. I feel like in the NES version, it wasn't actually this bad to get through with the fightery type classes. Like, I feel like they had a better evasion or resistance or fleeing ability. Because in the Dawn of Souls, man, both fighter, all three, fighter, thief, and black belt, just a heck of a time trying to get out of this floor. It's like, I don't think it happened a single time where we found a group of these and the red mage or black mage got stunned. But here we're getting stunned, you know, before we could cast fire too, right? Like, we don't even have a chance. Even if I had the ability to cast magic or escape. Which is something the red and black mage never had to worry about because they just shrugged it off somehow. It's an interesting little... I guess the reason I keep harping on about it is it's so unusually hard for the not mages compared to the NES version where it was kind of equally painful. But I mean, I know there was a hidden magic defense stat in the NES version of the game. It's not like that's new. But the formulas must have been tweaked, right? Clearly they've been tweaked. Maybe this is the one. This is the one. Okay, I think we're good. Woo! We made it! Sweet. Sweet deals. Alright, well, we'll go a little over 30 minutes today so we can turn in our ruby and pick up a rod, and then we'll save the actual Earth Cave final run with actual boss, for next episode. So, honestly, today's episode, we went from prepping for Marsh Cave to clearing Marsh Cave, prepping for Earth Cave, and hopefully being strong enough to maybe kill the Lich next episode. Maybe. Could have gone a lot poorer, to be honest. Ouch, that's a bad fight. Fortunately, we got the evade, or the run. The flee. I guess I could use the XP, right? Should still keep punching things. Alright, let's try to zip over to Sarda's hut. Why does he live in such a dumb place, anyway? Can't even get to his house without an airship, or a ruby. Maybe the giant only moved in recently, and he used to just come back and forth to town all the time. Oh, I used all my potions finally. Sweet. Alright. You got this, Duncan. Sure, get some free experience, why not? I'll close some eye to 10 attacks, just for interest's sake. Oh, we're getting pretty close. Still a few levels off. I don't think I'm going to plan on going for the 100 or the 10 attacks for the Lich strat. But I just wanted... Oh, come on. Every time we find these guys, game over? Thanks, that's fun. Good thing I saved it. Yeah, there definitely seems to be a large disparity between stun rates between fighting classes and mage classes. And it's quite interesting. Definitely interesting. Oops. To the point where I might not even prioritize ribbons for white mages as much, assuming they're just as resistant to status effects as the other color mages. It's way more important that your fighter and black belt stay not paralyzed, because the mages just seem to avoid it anyway. So that's kind of what I'm thinking for normal runs. Because usually I give the first ribbon to the white mage, but maybe they don't even need it. Hey, that's a good level up. Look at all that. Tons of stats. you know, when you get a good level up with lots of stats, you should probably save the game, just in case you lose them. Alright, you know what, wolves? Your time has come. Alright. Enjoying the Red Wings theme? One of my favorites from Final Fantasy IV. Okay, and that'll be our episode. So we made it through the Marsh Cave, Astos, a little bit of level grinding, and through the first phase of the Earth Cave. Not a bad episode, in my opinion, for progress, even if some of it was just blocked by grinding. I'm hoping that we're at a high enough level to fight the Lich. It may be accurate, it may not be. The big problem will be getting through levels 3 and 4, as seems to be the case for the fighter types. And then next episode we'll find out if level 32, or whatever we're at, is enough for a Lich. So thanks for watching, I hope you have enjoyed. And I'll see you next time for more solo challenge fun with me, BlueAnkylo.